Well, it supports what we thought would happen. That is, the ingredients have been right for this system to intensify and probably intensify rapidly, and it is doing that. Here's the latest satellite picture becoming more symmetrical, always a sign of a stronger storm, and a CDO. We call that a central dense overcast. That means thunderstorms are developing near the center, and it just supports the idea now that this will become a hurricane. In fact, it's just about a hurricane. Winds of 65, gust to hurricane force. In fact, very often if you look at pressure, and anytime it's below 992 millibars, that's enough to support a hurricane. So it's heading toward a hurricane and, as mentioned, toward a major hurricane, possibly briefly a Category 4, and the trend continues to go eastward, so even closer to places like Tampa on up to about St. Mark's and, of course, us here on the First Coast. But remember, the worst of the weather is going to be on the Gulf Coast, but we will be dealing with significant weather here on the First Coast. The impact of the weather Wednesday to Friday, highest wind 65. That's enough for power outages, but my greatest concern will be the flooding due to the combination of heavy rains and high tides. We'll talk much more about the specifics, the ifs, and maybe a little bit of good news in just a few moments.
Jim, thank you, and make sure you download that First Coast News app for the latest information as we continue to track Ian. Just scan the QR code right now on the screen and you can download that First Coast News app.